So I've talked a little bit on here about outlining and Save the Cat and all the sort of tricks that you're taught as a screenwriter or told about or sort of pitched or sold on to make writing easier. And I want to tell you something because I'm asked this constantly because I'm a very fast writer and that's just the way I write. And people ask how I do it or how I finish stuff or all that bullshit questions. Do I outline? Do I do treatments? Do I think of the pitch first? Do I know the ending when I start? How does my process work? And I want to tell you something that I find to be really true, and I don't know if it'll be true for you, but I know that it's true for me, and I know that it's true for a lot of other writers, which is that stories will tell you how to write them. Whether it's a comic book or a novel or a screenplay, the story will come to you in the pieces it needs to. And what I mean by that is if you start writing a script and you got all this fire and passion in you and you get to like page 60 and then suddenly you realize you don't know how it ends, start outlining. Don't continue to keep trying to like plug through a screenplay because you'll just find yourself stuck. If you have this genius idea for a movie but you're not sure about some things so you don't start writing it immediately, write a treatment and find it as you go. You can't hold yourself to anyone else's standards of how to write. Just like artists can't hold themselves to anyone else's standards of how to paint. Musicians can't hold themselves to anyone else's standards of how to play piano. You got to find your own way. Every song is different, every painting is different, every picture is different, even when they're the same. And that's because the creative process is the only invisible part of the entertainment industry. It's the only part where you go away into a room and they pay you to disappear and come back with a story that appears to have come from nowhere, but it didn't. It was happening inside your head, quietly, behind the scenes this entire time. And so once you start feeling like you have all this passion and energy and excitement about the story, but it's not coming out right, try a different way. Oh, you got 30 pages in and had to stop? Don't just keep opening that final draft file. Open a fucking Word document and write an outline. Write everything you have so far and then write what comes next. Find it in here. If you can go from page 1 to page done off of just your fucking fervor and your passion for your story, great. Congratulations. That's the most fun way to write a script. But that's not always the way it is, and that's fine. I've said on here a lot, if you can't write and you're frustrated by writing, then maybe you're not a writer. And people take that very personally. They're like, how dare he impugn my goals and my ambitions? Well, shut up! Try harder. You have a laptop. It's 2017. You got a Word processor. You got a Final Draft. You got a whatever the fuck off-brand, not Final Draft Celtics motherfucking thing you have. Write it. Find a way. If it's a good story and it's something you care about, it'll find its way through you. It'll go from there, down, whoa, out of here, and onto here. I believe in you. People who are dumb and have bad ideas sell things every day. And that's because they finish them. Because they listen to the ghost. There is always a ghost whispering an idea in your ear if you listen. You just need to learn to speak the language.